got glass, but
oh, that's why the glass is there.
as long I just wanted to respect because I didn't want to.
It's got glass on
it. Yeah.
As long as they don't just put stuff across that table, you know, but if it's got glass on it, that would work out okay.
And I'm the one traditionally who would normally be doing that.
You would be the one that would usually.
Which is why you're specifically saying if I would be willing.
If you would be willing.
Okay.
That just means that you would be walking down the center of the aisle behind the minister with your best man behind you.
Okay. That helps a ton.
Every time we've seen it, it's been super dark.
Right. Yeah, it is dark. And also in the summertime.
Oh.
I turned off the one too.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
George, will you hold this one?
Yes.
Let me hold this one, Jim. And so if you come here, you and your dad, or right into here, he could take a picture from there. He just can't take a picture once you get down into the church.
So she could be standing
on that.
Could she be standing right here and capture it and then?
Now, your guest will be arriving. What way do you want your guest to come in?
I want them to come in through here.
Okay.
Because we're going to do our exit.
We're going to go out through that way. Then you might want to consider having some bows. We'll have to prop those guests up. We'll put some bows. If you can get your horse or somebody make some big bows.
She was going to do rose petals for leading.
Okay, for the florist.
After you left, Jan was very frustrated with the inconsistency of everything, and she kept apologizing, said, Jan, this isn't your fault. Attachments will not be allowed in the chapel or sanctuary. Time exposures from the rear balcony of the sanctuary are acceptable during the ceremony. Right here.
Exactly.
And I knew I had all that, and that's why I was willing to stand there and fight to the death.
I know.
To this woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
because when you
if
told
I wasn't sure, I wouldn't have stood there and said,
yeah,
yes, you can. But I knew I had this paper, and I was like, no. It is in here. I promise you. So.
Well, and that's, I mean, when I was talking to Sherry, I was like, first of all, I mean, thinking to myself, like, I don't want this lady who has known me for 30 seconds that I'm just some guy that's just going to back up my fiance.
Mm-hmm.
So I made it clear the type of people that we are, that we're not just being like bride and groomzillas here.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we do for a living, and if it's on my radar, then it sure as hell exists, because there's not a whole lot of things on my radar relative to yours. And that's why I kept fixating on those two things. I was told we could move these pews. I was told we could move this table. And like, it wasn't that specific subject because those are not going to be an issue, as we illustrated. However, it's just showing
that this is what we were
that
told.
There is a great deal of inconsistency here.
Well, and when she said...
And then the videographer, it's like, yeah, well, as soon as it starts, you can't move.
But then
and then when I asked Sherry, it was like, well, as long as you're in that other area,
then you can be manned.
You can have it manned, and as far as we're concerned, that's not part of the
sanctuary. And I told Carol that this. Like, you're not going to stand here and make me look stupid in front of my future family.
I got sick of them saying, you can't move it. This is going to be a sacred ceremony.
Yeah, we were talking about how I was going to get through there with my dress to come back out.
Right.
Because, you know, we got to cut through there. And she said, and I said, yeah. Sherry said, you can't touch it. You can't move it. It is like part of the house of God. And she goes, let me be clear, it's a table. And I will move it.
Right. You understand that if they say no, we can offer you your refund.
How
But
about
you
started
cannot,
laughing?
like, you'll not be able to get married here. And we, in sync, go, yep. It was like,
Yeah.
I remember hearing you say yep at the same time as I did. I remember thinking, yep, see, y'all don't understand who you're fucking with. We're
Yeah.
gonna make sure.
And we both said it with that attitude, like, yep, we got it. We don't need to.
Fully aware of that.
I almost started
And-
laughing. I had to. That way, he doesn't have to come up on this side, cut in front of me, between me and Robin, to get to his seat. He'll just be to the left of me already, and that way you just sit down.
You could, like,
They were gonna,
maybe play the electric slide or something. That's just an idea.
and I'm looking up at her, but Carol can see me, and Maria gave me this look like, don't say anything else, and she stepped right in front of Carol and looked at me, and she's like, I was like,